Okay, come on, work with me. Oi. Goddamn. Alright. So, just gotta send the link out, as usual. Shush you. Anyways. So, in case anyone was missed it, the last stream I was just wrapping up the side quests and starting on the Echoes of the Fallen DLC. So, that's what we're going to be doing this time. Oh, okay. One moment while I try to get the device to work with me. Come on. Copy link. Let's see if that changes how it registers it, or if it's just going to give the same bland one each time. Fucking disc. Fucking Twitch, man. Streaming. Nope, it's just going to send. Yep. Okay, what if I just share to then copy? Nope. So, anyways, that's where we're at. Oh, also on last stream, I went to a boss that absolutely, utterly creamed me with about the same level difference. And the only reason I got hit is I misplayed here and there. I got cocky. So I got whacked. And honestly, that is 100% on me. He who talks shit is he who gets hit. That is just the nature of this beast. So, anyways, anyone watching, thank you for coming by. Hope you enjoy the shit show that is me, myself, and I playing this game. Yep. Twitch doesn't want to send the proper stream link right now, so that's just great. I don't know if this will be a long one or not. I've got some stuff to do later. I knew I forgot to do something. And anyways, if anyone's curious, I've got a busy weekend ahead of me. So I might actually scratch that. I'll be doing my coal mines as scheduled. I say this because, well, I mean, it's Zer's coal mines. Okay. Sorry, mental breakage. I'm trying to remember where I'll send the damn link, and that's on me. That is 100% on ya boy. I never claimed to be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I am not the stupid hoe, at least. Alright, I think there's only one or two more places to send it out right now, and then it'll be done. Again, sorry for the time it takes me to remember all this. Okay, yep, just got a couple others. And, well, I hope you guys enjoy watching me go through this brand new DLC with no idea what's going on and what's happening other than it is FF16. And let's see. Yep. That's right. That's right. I don't know why Twitch just doesn't send the link right when you copy it, but oh well, is what it is. Anyways, and that's everywhere, so without further ado... Oh wait, I have to send it to precisely one more person. And then it'll be without further ado. And the games be... The fuck is new at my orchestrion? I don't remember buying any new roles. The best man of this game. That's Lord Byron. Alright, let's see. At least it'll be easy to tell. Okay, Bastion and Bow. And a bunch I don't have. If I recall correctly, those bottom group are ones obtained from DLC or patches. Because all of these here are base game. Yeah, it's only a couple I must have bought. Oh, let's see. You know, I haven't seen anything new at the State of the Realm ever since I played the game, actually. So this will be interesting.
There's something about it. I feel like it's... Back again? What is it that you wish to learn? Study it well, Clive.
Ah. Yep, so they actually did change this. You know, I never actually bothered with the situation map. Because I just never saw a reason to. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I can't pronounce anything Gaelic. It's a language... Well, I can't pronounce Irish. I know bits and pieces here and there, but... Oh, that's interesting. You've got all of this, which, as you can see, these just kind of cover the major events of the world. Because Seized by Sonbrek would be the very start of the game. Like, this goes all the way to the very beginning. That's interesting.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Once again, though, I don't usually use it, so I never really realized that. It's cool for the super hardcore lore junkies, which I'm not going to claim to be one of. I'm a lore junkie, but I like learning about the game, about the world. Because there's so much you can learn from the lore bits that the game offers you that it's actually impressive. This is just me making sure there's not anything... Oh, yep. I love Gab. I really do. Edda seems fond of the silver bow we gave her. So much so she's been taking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, The rascal kicks something fierce when she does, too. Sounds like we've another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our newest little curse breaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Yeah, the only one here that I haven't read is going to be one that kicks off another quest line, and I'm going to avoid doing that until after. So, to Port Isolde. Ignore any disturbing popping. My joints are stiff, swollen.
Samuel, slow down! Not bloody likely! Fuck me. They're fast on their feet.
What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and lead did. We chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry. We've been away for a while. What's been going on?
Alright, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Well, he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought them by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the pack of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I'd put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
If those men were selling dusk crystals, I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Why waste time on an engagement I have no reason to take? Eat my dust, you little shits.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
Hey, I remember this place. I killed a bunch of people here. This was actually the place where you fight the Black Shields in bulk and cut them the fuck down. It's interesting, really, like items of import, people of import, locations of import.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Yeah. Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something.
Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road, screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do.
Thank you. And please, take care on the road.
Kind of a shame you can't buy from those guys. Just like, hey,
They're no good
here's
to
some
us
gil.
dead.
Lead the way, brother.
And if anyone has forgotten, the Old Hill Docks was where a bunch of people were just absolutely murdered. Quite horrifically, too.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
Son, Lord Rosfield said he sells swords, did he?
I love that. The Lord Rosfield sent you. Yes, this is just me going out of my way to be a dick to this cannon fodder. I very likely will not be able to actually go through this stuff.
Brother. Right. Let's focus on finding the traders.
Like, yeah, we didn't come here to kill those guys. But the thing is, there's not a lot of good hiding places here on these docks. And that means you kind of have to get ready to throw hands.
Hand over those crystals!
The fact that I've missed that every single time I passed through here is kind of saddening. And honestly kind of telling of just how much, or rather how little time I spent here.
I'll be taking that sword.
Yeah, you'll totally be taking the sword from me. Yeah, this looks like a really good path to a hiding spot. 1 pot of 2, pot of 3, pot of 4, 5 pot of 6 pot. First, hit the fucking floor. I mistimed the input because okay, come on. They've got to be around here somewhere. I've wiped all the damn bandits out. I wouldn't have been able to hide in this ruined crap shack. Let's see. Are they over here? I swear to God. They're actually on the dock itself. I'm gonna be so pissed at myself for not thinking to look there sooner. No, but there is a box, so... A box with all of nothing in it because it's just cell fodder. Nope. Okay, I already checked over here. Yeah, I kind of figured that wouldn't work. See, the problem here is when I'm trying to pathfind stuff like this, I look on the edges and work my way inward. So sometimes there's stuff I miss around the central ring, because they're very clearly not going to be through there. Like right now I'm just looking for the interact prompt or even some shouting to imply that I've found them. Because this is like the third time I've passed by that well. I already checked that. There's no way they would have been able to hide in brush like this. If it had just narrowed the search area down some, after you know, make your way through some of it, that would be nice. Because again, okay, so that's Riddick's jump. We came here from Buick, so I can rule off everything except that little nook at the edge there, I guess. Up. Well, found it.
Don't think I can go on. I'll reach. This should be far enough. Chief? They've found us.
It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief.
Tell us you've got a plan.
Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
You know, it's funny. Clive tried to be polite. He tried to be nice.
Feed you to your fucking dog.
Kind of you to think of him.
Like, let's put this into a better perspective. Clive was just trying to do this civilly. He wasn't trying to strong-arm the guy. He wasn't trying to kill the guy. But now the guy's forced his hand.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reeds at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. Come on.
Faster.
There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused? No holding back. What did he find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Now I just need to double check the state of the map here. Because odds are they're going to be either here or around here.
They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Alright. Crab legs are on the menu, guys. Now look at how close that crab was to being a full Sun Tetsuken charge, and only because I whiffed the first Dancing Blade input. The first part of the attack.
Then think again.
Called it.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us?
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Just look behind you! And just, are you... I love that, are you serious kind of vibe of this? Because yeah, no. Realistically, if someone were already tricked into taking the fall for one guy, and he's like, behind you! And after the guy booked it, he'd be like, are you fucking joking? No. An Akashic Bighorn isn't really much of a problem, though.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway. This shouldn't take too long.
Oh. Sit the fuck down. Man, just look at that will gauge fall to fucking pieces. And down you go, big guy.
You're finished.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck, Marnik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A Mother Crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Alright. Well, I don't really feel like walking all the way there.
Don't tell me. You're bound for the dim. Only you wouldn't be the first. Yeah, not long after the tower lit up, a party of 3 men in robes arrived demanding passage through the gate. I told them they'd be dead before they got halfway up the mountain, but they weren't having none of it.
That's it. Face forward.
Shouldn't we at least...
I mean, they're not going to stop Clive. Almost the entire Guardians of the Flame Order were Shields of the Phoenix first. They know Clive. They know Joshua, too.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right.
I forget if that actually applies in gameplay. Yeah, it does.
Up close.
Luckily, iconic nope. Even my iconic abilities don't work here.
You're right.
I'll manage.
Yeah. If you actually paid attention there, my down thrust doesn't have the fire effect that comes with it.
It's over.
You have access to nothing. Just your pure combat skill here.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Jill? You may want to see this.
What?
Hey look, a way in! Also, funnily enough, you actually do see this earlier in the game, but it's sealed off.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Oh, I just realized I did forget one of the places to send the link, so I'll be right back. There we go.
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is... who?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Oh, this is gonna get rough.
I think my powers have returned. You?
There's ether here. An abundance of it.
Damn, I missed my window because the game locked onto the wrong target. I did not want to let that thing get back up. Those guys are rough to fight on a good day. And the only way forward is there. I'm going to do a quick little look-see, make sure I don't miss any chests or anything. There are not. I don't like this. Yep, that's a kill box right there. Damn. I missed. The issue with Dancing Steel is that it still goes on to a full cooldown even if you miss it. Which, for an ability that has a very narrow attack window, like that, it's one of the biggest setbacks it can actually have. This is just my opinion, but abilities that actually need to hit to land, or hit to activate, or do anything, shouldn't go on a full cooldown if they whiff. At least when they're that easy to whiff. What's that? Okay, accessory, escapement bit. Reduces ability cooldown times and restores a small amount of the HP of the loss gauge every time you get a precision dodge. That's actually pretty nice. Like, ultimately, sadly, Shiva's Kiss is the only thing I can afford to drop for that, but I actually can't use that with this kit as it is. I'd have to give up Rift Slip. Actually, I know exactly what I can give up. Gungnir. Because with Dancing Steel in its current state, Gungnir is the most tradable skill. Well, does it matter? They're all dead. Oh, fuck all kinds of duck. Oh, I don't like that. Alright. So, of these, ultimately, this is the thing I'm more threatened by. So this is one I'm going to treat with a lot more aggression and desire to kill. And that's why I felt more threatened by that thing. Keep in mind, this guy's basically been just collateral damage. This big lunk was just collateral damage. I didn't even make him my primary target, and he's almost fucking dead. Those guys also have one of the most easy to dodge movesets out of any enemy in this game. Lots of long windups, lots of very obvious windups, and as you saw with the escapement bit, lots of easy to dodge moves. Okay, we came in through that door. That's the one those guys came through, so that makes this the way forward. Oh.
Dusk crystals everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
Yeah, that... When I first saw it, I was like, oh, there's a lot of dead bodies there. This is the exact kind of room that makes my trigger finger itchy. Because this is like the best room to place some kind of ambush.
I know that voice. Come on.
So either that guy's gonna get axed, or we're going to swoop in just in the nick of time, like the shining savior that most Final Fantasy protags are. Now, admittedly, Clive is unlike most Final Fantasy protags in that he's a lot more realistic, a lot more realistically portrayed, and, in my personal opinion, a lot more hardened by the bullshit that has been his life. Well, hello there.
Well, look who it is.
Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
What the hell is it talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things. Chief!
Hey! Over here. Take your friend and get out of this place. Now!
While they run away, we do the fighting.
Attention, my fellow Sigma males! Oh, I don't want to be there. Down you go, big boy! Alright, big guy, you want another? Oh. Too bad? No? Too damn bad. Keep in mind, that was a 320k almost. There we go. Gotcha, bitch. Oof. I ate that because I got cocky. And because I wasn't paying attention. Cutscene inbound! Here's a go! You're not getting back up, big guy. I don't allow it. Now stay down. Sigma can take a nice heaping helping of Sug my fucking bowels. Shadowy details of its make and provenance aside, attempting to explain why a blade so apparently blunt might be able to slice through hardened steel, like a brand through butter, would be like trying to explain why birds can fly or the sky is blue. An endeavor best left for bards and book rights. Interestingly enough, this is worse than what I own. Ultimate Weapon is basically one of the top weapons of the game, and because I did all the hunts before starting the DLC, I'm looking at something that it has 50 less in either stat than the beat stick I have on me right now. So, you know, it's cool, probably looks cool, not worth using. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's actually see if it has anything to say.
Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating emergency call relocation protocol.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was the heart of a Mother Crystal.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologize for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then. As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us. Told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, Mother Crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right. It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dust crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes, at a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh, I think there's a good chance we are.
But what about the tower's defenses? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Okay, well, once more onto the breach.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
I've never seen anything like that in here before. I swear.
I told the chief we should go home. I told him.
Interestingly, that means this guy, Femiel, would be a descendant of the people, would be a descendant of Zemeckis people.
This. The knowledge they must have needed. Knowledge now lost.
Okay, so there's not going to be a map in this segment. The only reason I ever get frustrated by that is I'm one of those people who doesn't just like to... Yeah, I beeline a lot. I have no problem admitting this. But also, if there's even a slight chance... Wait, what? Oh, that's neat. Okay. Anyways, if there's even a chance I could, align myself...
Like every other fallen ruin. Then there'll be a lift.
And sort of orient myself enough to go, okay, so I need to go this way, that way, the other way, to navigate to something. Like, the only reason I took so much damage... The only reason I took so much damage in the last encounter is because I got greedy. I committed the one thing, the fatal sin of every gamer. I got greedy. This is one of those stretches of the game where you're kind of locked in. And what that means, from any perspective really, is that whatever potions you have on you, you're gonna have to make do with them and whatever you scrape off the fucking ground.
Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps...
Cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie. But why here?
So that's a Minotaur, a Goblin, and a Chocobo. Knowing Square and their obsession with such disturbing testing, I can only imagine what sort of horrors we will face here. Okay, new gear, probably worse than what I... No, surprisingly, it's not worse. It's better. Let's see. 10 more to both, which we take that. And keep in mind, that's +3, that's not upgrading it all the way to the Reforged. Oh, I don't like this.
How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected. Releasing subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
They're still alive.
But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
These fuckers were in stasis for 1,500 years. Alright. Now, I really don't feel like dealing with Square's obsession with 50 million wolf packs. And apparently every wormling in this part of the galaxy they looked like just enough XP to level up, I guess. Okay, so plus 50 HP, plus 2 attack, plus 2 defense, plus 2 stagger, plus 2 to literally everything other than HP.
If they build this place to grow crystals, why imprison creatures here?
Interesting that these ones weren't released. Another dragonette. 2 more dragonettes and a wolf. Now, I'm going to look around a bit just to make sure I didn't miss anything in any of the nooks or crannies here. It is habit, and honestly, it's a good habit to develop because it's a Square Enix game. They'll hide something in like this far-ass corner, and it'll be the only copy of it you can get in the playthrough, so. I don't like this. This entire place just sets off every one of my ambush senses. Okay. Pretty sure that's the way forward?
That device. It glows just like the doors.
So in that case, I'm going to go this way. Or not. All that was in here was a potion. And all that's in there is a door and very likely a locking mechanism. So I'm going to check this door real quick. I don't like this. Oh, fuck all kinds of duck. I mistimed that. Sit the fucketh down, you little shit. Okay, so this is either going to be the way forward, or I'm going to have to backtrack anyways. Definitely the way forward. Fuck. Shit.
I doubt some of the creatures in these cages have been seen in Valisthea for 1,000 years.
Well, here's to 1,000 more.
I see you! And you're the one that's going to die screaming now. Sorry, pal. Is what I would say if I cared anymore. Alright. Okay, one moment. I have to make sure my phone is back on the stream or whatever. Okay. Now then, back to the fray. Wait, was that wyvern? Yes, the wyvern was actually just out of range of that. You can tell because it took no well gauge damage. Wait, there's two of them? Oh, that's really bad, actually. Especially with the buffer window. Bucket. That's the first time I've used the potion all session, and that's only because there's two wyverns. And that's why! Those attacks last too long, and if you don't stagger them out of them, they just kind of do what they want to you. Just die. I am not the biggest fan of wyverns. We've already firmly established that in this game. Oh. A new one. When taking damage while automatically restoring regain gauge. Okay, cool. Because again, the game does have a temp damage gauge. Let's just hope this isn't so linear that I can't... Yep, I can't backtrack. Shit, I should have observed the panel then. Because I don't think the game's going to let me go back through there again. Unless I restart this whole fucking area. Shit. Oh, this one's got thrusters. Time to clip some wings, guys. So, for those interested but unaware, the fatal flaw of Zontetsuken, or at least Dancing Steel itself, is not just its cooldown if you whip it. It's found primarily, game, you know what I pressed. Anyways. At this point I'm just gonna have to go down attacks to dodge. That ate all 4 hits, by the way. of my Will o' the Wisps. And it hit right before the actual attacking frame. And of course it jumps in the air. Come on.
Slow.
Now luckily, or unluckily for it, depending on how you look at it. Never mind. I was about to say, I won't have another level 5 on Tetsuken by the time it... I was doing that to rack up damage, by the way. By the time it stagger runs. And down it goes. Accept the truth. You suck. Right? I need to grab something to drink right quick here. Okay, come on. There we go. Up we go. Oh, and another bit accessory. Bombardment bit. Increases will damage dealt with most aerial attacks and increases the maximum number of stomps to... Oh my god! Hey, you want to 6x jump up an enemy just so you can hit it in the face 6 fucking times? Oh, that's great.
And that makes 2.
Yes, but of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
I'm just going to hope that I can backtrack now. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, no. Again, that is 100% on me for just not activating the panel. For not going up and following my instinct. To at least investigate. To be fair, in most Square games...
If the tower is in control, why not simply disable the lift?
What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us.
Anyways. The thing is, most Square games, when you see a bright glow...
Entire fleet.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
Mid will want to see this.
As I was in the middle of saying before I shut up for the cutscene, most Square games discourage you from touching the glowy panel, because glowy panel is pretty typically consistent with advancing the story. Like, this looks like a way forward. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it looks like one. Although that is a gorgeous view. Hey, look, there's the crater that was made when Clive awakened to Efreet. And I only know that's the one made at Phoenix Gate because we're in Rosaria. There's not a big fucking crater in Sonbrec. Because I think over there's supposed to be Port Isolde or Rosaria itself. And there's only one battlefield Clive's actually made a crater in. Because there's only one place he's truly used Hellfire. My bad, there's 2 places he has canonically used Hellfire. While full primed. Up, here's company. See a bird? Is that a... I see bird. And of course, because once again, I am just that little bit too far out of range. And it's not just a measure of judging the range for that skill. And there's a chest. Let's see what kind of bit's in there this time. Nope, not a bit. Gear. And it's probably better than what I'm using right now. It is better. By a lot. Because keep in mind, those are the unupgraded stats. They say +3 because that's what any version you find in the DLC is going to be. On Final Fantasy mode. Actually, I shouldn't grab the pickup on the ground. It's very likely healing. Oh!
Less activity detected in Hangar Bay. Mobilizing Aegis units.
We're being watched. Then let's show them what we're capable of.
Target practice right on cue. Sit! Okay, one moment. My phone went into sleep again. Ignore the sound of something being kicked. That was just a case of soda. Don't worry, it's not in any danger of falling. Unlike these poor bastards. I need to load my Zontet skin gauge, big guy. You look like just the right kind of target practice. Ready to lose all of your will gauge, buddy? Oh wait, it's already gone. Now here's about to be a lot of damage. Luckily you can end Limit Break early. Well, that wasn't too hard. Time to quickly grab me that healing. High and regular pot. Damn. Prize in the box is another one of the bit accessories. Okay, nice, nice. What'd you do? Increases parry timing. Oh, interesting. That's really good if you're using a... It's really interesting because that's good if you're using a parry build. But I don't... Every one of my parries are because I was magically hitting attack at the exact same time as another attack. Like, yeah, there's some abilities that are basically inbuilt parries, like the Titan feat, but I don't use those. Clearly. A lot of people would say I should use them, but I don't. They're not my style. And frankly, they didn't pay the $70 I did for my copy of the game. They don't get to tell me how to fucking play it. I smell a horde.
Transferring Sentry Prototype AM2 to Stasis Silo West.
Oh, fuck you.
We'll just have to hope those crystals it's sporting are as worthless as the others.
Shit. Oh, fuck. Angramanu, huh? All the world's evils, and it's just out of range. No, it's because it was... Okay, that's some bullshit. So, it was in its own little iframes. The issue here is I actually can't get as aggressive as I need to deal with this fucker. Because of where its timing windows are. Because it's one of these fuckers. Like, I'm lucky the game didn't let it eat my input there, but not by much. Hell, I'll be lucky to get it into the deadly takedown. Never mind. Sit the fuck down, you fucking mistake and crime against God in the world. Keep in mind, that's how much will gauge damage I was able to do with a single one. If I'd actually been able to land the opener... Up, here comes a new one.
Right.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, this thing is definitely all the world's evils. That's why I'm straight going in for limit break, rip slip. Hopefully this is not one of the bosses that has a true health gate, because that'll be fucking obnoxious if it is. Frankly, these guys do not deserve to have a health gate at any point throughout their fight. But that's just my personal disdain for them showing. And here comes roulette again. That's bullshit. So, because I hit the attack right before it finished the teleport...
Too slow.
What happened is it ate the input, because it was technically a successful one. Oh, I don't like that. I swear to fucking God, if you get a get out of jail free card from this, I'm going to shit on your grave. I will drop the same dookie I reserved for Envy on your grave, you little shit! Here comes Roulette once again.
Nice try.
Oh shit! Just die. I do not like anything in that family of bosses at all. I do not like them because some of their attacks have needlessly long and needlessly ridiculous amount of attacks. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm so happy that one's dead. The reason I consider their attacks needlessly long, or at least their beam attacks to have too many hits, is because they have at least 5 to 6 hits on what should be a single hit attack animation. Because it's a very short beam, no different than my charged magic input, really. But it has 5 to 6 hits. Because if you tried to tank it with something like Willow the Wykes, you're going to take 2 different ticks of damage.
Neural link.
And regardless of what your actual defense is, Willow the Wykes blocks 4 attacks. Specifically 4. When it's mastered. Or when it's upgraded. So, it's actually a pretty hefty hit count. Because if it eats a fully upgraded one, that's 4 hits for what should otherwise be an animation worth only 1 or 2. It's kind of like how some attacks in Elden Ring can double hit you if you have too much or too little poise. And I have to say it like that, because as an example, I was fighting a DLC boss yesterday. Some of its attacks would hit me twice because I had too little poise. So my recovery frames from getting knocked on my ass were just that little bit faster than if I were in heavier, fatter armor. But if I went too heavy, I would get hit by the second attack anyways, because I'd be barely starting the knockdown frames.
Lost. Re-establishing connection.
Imagine an entire war fought with these things.
The quantity of ether required to animate them all would be unfathomable. No wonder they were trying to manufacture their own crystals.
Unable to establish connection. Raising threat index.
It seems we've made an impression.
Perhaps the rest of the cages will open now.
Don't tempt fate, Joshua.
Forgive me, brother. They may not?
Yeah, I'd love to face a room like that while dry and exhausted from a previous fight. Yep. Only way forward is along the lift. So up and away we go. And this place has given me the heebie-jeebies.
Is that living flesh?
I'm beginning to think this whole tower is alive.
There we are. There's the part I knew Square would throw at us. The part where there's a bunch of living, disgusting experiments. Okay, I cannot afford to spend any time playing around here. It's specifically because of the bombs. Because those particular bomb enemies, when they self-destruct, it's, once again, actually 3 to 4 hits. Which obviously means a lot of incoming damage. You know, I think that's the one everyone praises as the best bit of this lot. Oh? I'm gonna have to just go ahead and see how this plays. Because that bit, as you saw, gives me a max multiplier of X2 to my stagger values. Which, keep in mind, I am using a very stagger-heavy build. I'm about to give up some of my defensive potential here. Oh, how convenient. There's a curl in here. The issue here is I'm trying to actually get my licks in, as it were. But I can't. It's kind of cool that it shows you the amount of extra that it gets, too. Or that it shows you you're in the enhanced state by turning the numbers red. I know my build is the equivalent of a cookie-cutter 1 to 2 trick build. To be fair, after a point in Final Fantasy mode, there's a lot of goofy builds, sure. But Kind of reminds me of that crap from Ultima. And there's a Minotaur. Well, no bull. And of course they name him Asterios. What's the matter, big man? Oh, that is a very new trick. Alright, big guy. Let's see how well your will gauge stacks up today, huh? Move fast, baby, don't be slow. Step aside, reload, time to go. I can't seem to control all this rage that's inside me. Oh, we're about to get the double impact real soon. Say goodnight, big man. Death comes for us all, but you first. Man, that was beautiful. And get down. Improves limit break enhancements while increased, except under special circumstances such as being in the Deadlands. Interesting. Wait, what? Wow. So that's all the bits. And wait, the name of that achievement is what? Notifications, BitFit. Wow. Not going to lie, I definitely like the way the assailant.
Initializing emergency subroutines. Diverting reactor power.
I think it's getting ready to receive us.
This just screams I'm going to get ambushed.
Ah, there's another one of those devices.
Might as well see what it has to say.
Development log entry 750501. Average improvement of crystal resilience 492% when biological core exhibits high ethereal congruity. Specimens with a congruity rating of 7 or below are to be sent to B level for military repurposing.
Waste not, want not.
Okay, so those are where you're gonna get lore. Now I'm really sad I missed that first one. Surprise, motherfucker! Oh, he's fucking dead.
Was the work of the Fallen.
Then they were closer to attaining godhood than we ever imagined. No wonder Ultima struck them down.
Well, this is our way forward. Ugh. Yeah, this place is just fucking disturbing on so many levels. Like, I can admire it when I see it. Well crafted, well made. But Lord have mercy on my soul. This place just hits all of those mad science vibes. I sense a boss encounter.
They built an army.
And now there's two of them. That's entirely too many. Gonna make that one sit the fuck down. Keep in mind that this guy is basically just the collateral damage. He's not going to get back up after this. Any more takers?
Secondary and tertiary firewalls breached. Code red. Code red.
The heart must be close.
And keep in mind, I have still gone through all of this only using a single fucking potion. Or my bad, 2 potions that were not picked up off the fucking ground. Doesn't hurt that I've got more juice to work with thanks to the first bit I got and equipped. I think it was assailment. No, the escapement.
Chance.
I smell an Ultima weapon encounter. Because there's no way this is not the engagement scene for a weapon class enemy. This is like the perfect place to put one.
Unauthorized entry detected. Primary core firewalls activated. Initializing iconoclastic defense system Omega-1.
What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system? I've a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer.
You know, considering the big bad of the game is Ultima, yeah, Omega would be the other weapon that would fit here. Yep, that's definitely a weapon.
Core containment complete. Authorizing environmental sterilization protocol.
Well, at least we know where it is this time.
Quite. And if we want it...
If we want it, all we have to do is kill an icon.
Safety routines disabled. Weapons armed. Stand clear.
The problem here is I am a very close-range opponent. And that's a problem for me, not for it. Sit the fuck down! I didn't know I spoke with a stutter, fucker! I said, sit that bitch ass down! Here comes phase 2.
Please tell me it's over.
Data assessment complete. Recalculating threat level. Weapon routines authorized. Rerouting core power to Omega-1.
Not yet. And what makes you say that?
Those new arms, for one.
I'm convinced.
Now that looks much more like a true weapon. Fuck. Gotta admit, this music is a fucking bop. Now there's two things I can do right now. I can either wait it out and just go a little less guns blazing on its ass, which is honestly the smart thing to do while I wait for Dancing Seal to recharge. Which now is the optimal time to just set my guns ablaze and prepare it to meet what violence and pain look like. Like this thing, I can totally understand that it's health gated, or that if it does have one. Just because this is a weapon, the pinnacle of super bosses in Final Fantasy history. Why do you think I'm just straight up dragging every last gun in my book out? Yep, here it comes.
Seems like it still has some fire left in it.
Just that brief window is all I need to land a Dancing Seal, by the way. Well, come on, Ionos. Sit your ass down. That's quite the neat trick. Ah, here it is, the obligatory super move, where the boss rains everything, the kitchen sink, it's grandma's fucking prized china. And all the firepower in the goddamn galaxy at you. comes another!
I failed.
Oof. I didn't even see what happened there, honestly. It was hopping around and there was way too much going on the screen.
Too slow.
Honestly, yeah, no, I should have just used a potion at some point in that phase earlier. Let's see if you can't be staggered out of this one, fucker! Shit. Luckily I used it to cancel before the attack started. Okay, so it was specifically that dash that got me killed last time. Up, here comes everything, the kitchen sink and its mother's fucking cabinet again. Sit, boy. It's okay though. I'm throwing everything the kitchen sink in my mother's own fine china at it. See, this is a good boss. Kind where you have to panic. Not panic, but have to take it like everything it's going to do could be a game over. I can't even remember the last time I felt this threatened by something that didn't frustrate me the whole time. Sick. Thanks for the health, monkey. Oh, here it comes again.
Safeguards removed. Commencing thermal compression.
I sent the DPS check phase now.
Why can't I? Breathe? Because it's constricting all of creation. Well then, we'd better kill it quick.
Clive, we're running out of room.
Just keep fighting.
Come on, I just need my dancing shield to be able to go off. There we go. Holy shit, man. I am shaking with anxiety here. That's right, Dance Dance Revolution.
We'll make
Man, I am shaking like a maniac because of how close that was. I need to be right back because holy shit. That was rough, but in all of the right ways. And I can't believe I'm saying that. I think the craziest part about this is that I've been spoiled that the Omega had a DPS check phase, and that it was really rough. I find it fucking hilarious that it's not the DPS check phase that got me at all. It was the goddamn dive bomb because I had no buffs and was at half health. Common sense would suggest that any metal taken from the corpse of a centuries-old construct, metal that shudders and quakes like a slab of freshly cut swine's flesh, should be given a wide berth, if not a hefty heave into some nearby lagoon. That said, legendary weaponry is rarely the product of common sense. One moment, I'm going to check to make sure. Yep. Wow. It's actually a trophy to defeat it on Final Fantasy mode. And it's just called OMG.
Omega Control Unit. Offline. Initiating emergency core extraction.
Would you care to do the honors, Clive?
Gladly.
Wait!
For what? I thought I told you to leave this place.
What must you ruin us all? I cannot let you do that. We need these crystals. They're all we have.
And just who is this we?
We are of an ancient tribe, one of the first to lose its lands to the Blight. For countless years, we were forced to roam the Twins. A nation without a Mother Crystal. A people without a blessing. So we found our own. The Dusk Crystals provide us a means to survive.
Yes, but at what cost? Like all crystals, these shards channel ether. And where do you think that ether comes from? It's sucked from the land, as a leech sucks blood from a beast.
And what? You just expect us to believe that?
No, but that doesn't make what we've told you any less true. If this heart is anything like the others, it will bleed the twins of their life force, till naught remains, naught but death.
The proof is all around. What do you think robbed your people of their home in the first place? We are trying to stop that from happening again. And this is the only way.
Fuck me. You're Sid.
You saw what happened after the Empire lost Drake's head. What do you suppose they will do when they find out, as they surely will, that there is another heart hidden right here under their noses? Your people's need will count for naught.
Damn it. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
But you said you didn't believe him, Chief.
I don't. But the man does have a point. There's no keeping this place a secret now. And hanging on to these crystals will only get our people killed. Have it your way, then. Just promise me you'll leave my people out of it.
Stand back. It's about to get hot in here.
Surge detected. Warning. System overload. System overload. Error. Core not found. System failure imminent. System failure.
I hope we did the right thing.
At least you don't actually have to do the run like hell here.
sure saw the crystals fade, but what of the cages? We barely even explored half of the chambers.
Without the heart to sustain them, I doubt those still slumbering in the tower will stir now, if ever.
I hope you're right. The last thing the world needs is one of those six-legged pests running around wreaking havoc. We have more than enough two-legged pests to deal with as it is. However blameless they may claim to be.
What? Oh, two-legged. Right. Sorry. I was just wondering what I'm going to tell the village elders when we get back. I suppose I'll just beg them for forgiveness, and when that doesn't work, give them the slip and lie low for a year or two.
You're planning to run away? Again?
What? It's got us this far, hasn't it? I mean, we may have had a bit of help, like.
Kind of you to remember. Will you and your people be alright?
Oh, we've made do without before. I reckon we'll survive. And if what you said is true, it's not like the rest of the realm's going to have it much easier. Besides, one man's ordeal is another man's opportunity, as the old saying goes.
I don't recall ever hearing that one, but fine.
Now, if you don't mind, we've got places to be.
We do? I mean, we do.
Thanks for everything.
I said, we've got places to be.
Back to the hideaway, then. Karen and Hippocrates will want to hear about this.
I was thinking we might first return to the tower and see if we can...
Back to the hideaway, then.
Outvoted. I mean, yeah, I had to pop a lot of potions at the end there. But in comparison, it could have been a lot worse. Also worth noting is that this is the entire northern reaches. And if you pay attention to this little chain link line here, that's not actually the difference between Blighted Lands. That's the difference between countries. This used to be Jill's homeland. This area up here. Didn't think I'd be able to get through it all in one sitting, but I can't exactly complain. But first off, I'm going to upgrade my gear. And check out this. Let's see, it's going to be in... No. We don't want a stage replay. Appearance. Weapon... Let's see, Verdark, Invictus, Katana. And there's the Fallen Enforcer. Huh. Doesn't look too bad. Still like the look of Ultima more.
Sanctfordian, dear.
And the Omega weapon is just as strong as the Ultima. So let's just craft that.
Could last you a good while.
My reward is with me. Ha! Let's see if we can't reinforce that.
Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later.
Much better than what I was using before. Because, take a minute. Okay, so that's, 5 HP, 3 more defense.
Yeah, that should do you.
Followed by another 5 and 3 here. So that's 10 and 6.
You can thank me later.
If I actually look through my gear here real quick, we can see that we can actually see that this has 16 more defense and 20 more HP. And this one has 16 more defense, 26 more HP than what I was using earlier. Which is pretty damn good.
Back, are ya? So? Did you find out where the dust crystals were coming from, or what?
It's, a long story. And perhaps one better told in the shelves.
Bloody hell. Remind me never to go poking round in any fallen ruins.
Not only a mother crystal of human creation, but an icon as well. Truly, the study of our fallen forebears is endlessly rewarding. The wonders of which they were capable never cease to amaze.
They came as something of a surprise to us, too.
You can say that again. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we set foot in that tower.
We only knew the old stories. Of a people so consumed by greed that they sought to overthrow the gods. And I'd hazard the thing we found in that tower was conceived for that very purpose.
Omega, the offspring of the Fallen's boundless knowledge and unchecked ambition. A dangerous combination for all concerned.
And Ultima crushed them. It was he whose secrets the Fallen coveted, let's not forget. He whom they strove to dethrone. Just as we strive to dethrone him now. Without their knowledge. And without their weapons of war.
Clive.
This power I've been given may exceed even theirs. But if I use it, as they did, who's to say things won't end the same way?
Come now, brother. I think the events of recent days have made it abundantly clear that we are not our ancestors. As well you know.
You're right. They made crystals. We destroy them.
In crafting their artificial art, the Fallen sought to emulate the divine. But that is not the path we have chosen.
No. We don't want to be gods. We just want to be free.
Well said. If one does not learn from the mistakes of the past, one is doomed to repeat them. And so, I mean to write down everything you told me to the very last detail, that those who come after might learn from our travails, and perhaps, just perhaps, forge a brighter future for our descendants.
Oh, I just realized that the symbol for it actually uses Anyways, what I find interesting is that they actually did use the Omega symbol there in Echoes of the Fallen. Repercussion, silence the echoes. New items now available at Charon's Toll. New missive. Alright, let's see what I can buy, huh? Eh.
Still alive, are ya? Coin purse weighing you down?
Well, considering I've got 676,000... Let's see... Nothing new in materials. One new orchestrion.
It'd better all be here.
And I definitely need to restock on my potion supplies.
Blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
It's worth noting that I use the stone skin pretty religiously when I think I'm going to suffer. Because 30%, 3/10, right? That bumps my defense stat right now from 615. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to do some math here. But not by much. 65, multiply that by 3. Okay, so it gives me 195 defense, give or take. If I'm doing my math right. Or no. It would be 61.5. That's 1/10 of that. So, multiply that by 3. And, let's see, well, 61, 183. Okay, so about 185, 186 defense. Depends on how they round it. So that jumps this all the way up to 800. Or 801.
Oh, don't. I'm not Clive.
Crap, I forgot to sell all valuables. Yes.
Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Now, I'm really hoping Iconoclasm is the one I think it was. It is. I don't know why it's... Oh, that's why the Omega weapon. And when he looked upon mankind's creation, he saw himself. So let's see what the missives have. In the unlikely event that we should find ourselves driven from our home at point of pitchfork, I trust you'll spare us a better 3. I love that. Alright. Well, I got through my objective here, so that's going to be the end of the stream for today. I do not wish to start Rising Tide without having an entire stream to at least dedicate to the beginning. So, thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed watching me get flung around like a very moody ping pong ball. Catch y'all later. See you next week.